Today we are making green seasoning, and if you aren't already cooking with this, please start. You won't regret it. So here's everything that I would usually use for my green seasoning. I have some fresh cilantro, some fresh thyme, some fresh parsley, some green onion, some peppers, jalapeno, some more peppers, ginger, onion, and some garlic. And I usually have lime in it as well, but I don't have any at the moment. So we're just gonna skip that for today. Now let's just get everything prepped. Okay, so here we have our veggies prepped. So I did just chop them into big pieces since we are going to throw them into the blender. There's 6 cloves of garlic. So when it comes to the thyme, I recommend if it's like the little soft stems, then you can leave it on. But if it's the hard stem that comes from like the actual tree branch, then I would recommend taking that off just because it's not going to blend properly. So that's why I did take mine and just deveined them and left the soft stems just because it'll blend properly. And over here I have a bunch of cilantro, and then I have a bunch of parsley also washed. Okay, so now for the blending process, I am using this blender that I got off of Amazon. It's like a 6-in-1 and I love it. It was only like $35. Add in the peppers since they are, they'll break down well into the blender. And then I'll add my jalapenos, add the onions, and I'll add my garlic. And this is full, so I'm just going to blend this first batch. Now that I've gotten it liquefied a bit, I'm going to add in the remaining stuff just to make it easier to blend. The ginger, and then I'm going to add my parsley and my cilantro. So followed by my thyme. I'm just going to add a little bit of water into this. So here's the final result of our green seasoning, and y'all, it smells so good already. Like, this is the perfect marinade when you're trying to get flavor into your food without having to do so much like salt and stuff like that. Marinades are always your best friend because they just naturally, like, herbs naturally add like really great flavor to your food, and it just enhances the flavor far better than any like actual, like flavoring and salt can do. So this is it. Okay, so now the way that I like to store this is I'll put it into a Ziploc bag. And then just flatten it as much as possible. And then I'll just close it. So try to take as much of the air bubbles out as possible. I'll close it. Okay, so I just like to flatten it out so that way once I put it into the freezer and then it's frozen, when it's time for me to use it, I can just break a piece off and it's thin enough for me to do it, versus if you just sit the bag up and it's like a big block, you won't be able to take what you need, but instead you'll have to like thaw out the entire thing, and you don't want to keep doing that repeatedly. So I just recommend you can either put them into like ice cube trays that you don't use for your ice, or you can do the Ziploc method, and yeah, good to go. So here is, and you see when I need a piece, I just break it off. And this is usually enough for like 1 serving. So I'm just gonna break these up now so that way once I'm ready to get the piece that I want, they're already broken and I don't have to like break my hand while it's fresh out the freezer. So they're all in pretty decent broken pieces, so this is perfect. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.